And we're live.
We're live. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. What the hell is that? Well, this is a broadcast about answering your life's questions, big, small, or stupid. I'm a psychic, guidance counselor, life coach, and we're live from Johannesburg. So wherever you are in the world, welcome. I want to say happy Diwali to our Hindu brothers and sisters. You can probably hear the fireworks going off in the background. I think it's a lovely sentiment to have a festival of light. And you know, wouldn't it be nice if we just shone a little bit more light in this dark world at times? So, folks, happy Diwali wherever you are. I hope it's a great year for you. I hope you spread your light over any darkness in this world and in your life. Having said that, we are live from Johannesburg. We've got a thunderstorm going, so you might hear some background fireworks and thunder, which is welcomed. Taking your questions on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram is my daughter Shay. Hello.
Hello, people.
How are you, baby?
I am alright. How are we?
Okay, we are okay. So, that's my spiel, and we're just going to wait for a few questions before we start.
We've got some.
We've got some, have we? Shall I open the shop?
Indeed you shall.
Shop's open.
Starting off with Instagram, Pocahontas says, hello Paul and Shay, beautiful Diwali celebration here in India. Need a card. Will I be married to Amit in the future, and when will it be?
Happy Diwali, my baby. Will you be married to him? Thunder and the lightning. Yes, you will be married to him. He's got to save up. You're expensive. You Indian people know how to throw a wedding, don't you? We're just going to have a small little gathering of 600 people, right? So it's pretty expensive. I'm going to say this to you. It's going to be very soon. I think it's going to be early next year. That's what I think. I think he's going to pop the question. Early next year. And I think probably April, May, June, like that. So that's nice.
Next question's from Jake. He says, hello sir, I'm 17 years old. So 3 days ago my family kept looking at me and turning their heads when I walked past the hallway. What did my mum and dad and brother think of me that day?
Oh man, Jake. You know what, you got to understand something. Parents and also have bad days. Okay? I don't know whether they were looking at the way you sort of... I've got your hair. I'm getting that sort of angle. So I think it's the way you were dressed or presenting yourself. So if you were slopping down the passage with your hair in a mess and blah, 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 that's what it was. So it was the way you present yourself. Okay, so I think that was what the discussion or the talk was about. Okay, they just wanted you to freshen up a little. Okay, no harm. Happens in the best of families. And it was one time I worked for my dad, and I think I must have been about 25, and he moaned at me for my hair and the fact that I didn't shave. And my dad had the great capacity of reducing you to tears with his words. So, it happens, it'll happen till you're 40, 50, so don't worry about it.
Next question, Thug GF, who says, hello Paul and Show, hope you're doing well and keeping safe. I'd just like to know how the rest of this year will go for me.
Do you know, I was looking at the calendar today, and it's 2 months before Christmas. Can you believe it? Can you tell me where did the time go? Rest of this year. I think it's going to be a very money, financial end of year for you. I think you're expecting something to happen. And any kind of major event, and I don't know if you want to be getting a job or some kind of upheaval, but I think that can be expected towards the end of November. But it's a money thing, and I think you want some excitement. So there might be a rock and roll kind of attitude toward the end of Nov. There's no point in saying November, is there? We just go Nov.
Alright then. Anyway, moving on.
Because we're in Ok.
Next question is from Sarah, who says, hi Paul and Show, hope you're both well. Any messages from Spirit Guides, please, and thank you.
Sarah, hello baby. I'm seeing a shark. Shark. So, I think there's people around you that want their pound of flesh. So be careful. Okay. And oh, hello, George. Nice of you to interrupt the podcast. Thank you very much. The cat is wild. People are out to get you. Now, I don't know if you have this thing about you that you have to be right, or you have to have the last word. Be careful about that, because it can rub people up the wrong way. And I've got that as being an issue with some people around you. So just be guarded against, when you have an argument with somebody, whether it's on text or in person, the person that gets the last word in thinks they have won the argument, right? And they haven't. Okay? So just be aware of that. Okay? And stop taking yourself as seriously as you do. And I say that with love.
Okay, quickly moving over to Facebook. Jacqueline says, "Hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to check if there's any specific messages that I need to hear at the moment regarding family and work. Thank you so much, sending a ton of love and light your way."
Light on Diwali. What a lovely sentiment. Jacqueline. About family and friends.
Family and work.
Family and work. You know, sometimes work, gets on top of us, gets on our nerves, and we don't feel we're progressing. But I need you to understand this, that in these sort of times you've been forgotten or ignored, that it's a growth thing as well. So you're advised to stay put at work, okay? Because I do think there's progress and growth surrounding work. You are advised to calm down. Where people around you might be a bit chaotic and emotional, you're advised not to join in that chaos. You're advised to be cool and calm. Uncle?
Next question is from Valerie. "Hi Paul and daughter, hope you're both well. May I kindly have a reading regarding my love life?"
Your love life. Valerie, hello baby. Can you hear them? Things are going to pick up, baby. Going to pick up the next 2 months. Okay? So I don't know if it's a Christmas party or New Year's party or all the other parties. Within the next 2 months, I think you are going to attract somebody and be in a loving situation. How about that?
Next question is from Angelo, who says, "Hello Paul, haven't seen my cousins in about 2 years and I might see them next year or so. How will they react after seeing me after such a long time?"
How will they react? Angelo? Well, yeah. It's pretty much how it ended off, is how it will take off. So if you had a good time, or good memories of the last time you saw them, then the break, and then meeting them again, people tend to want to continue where they left off. So if you were having a good time, break, it's looking like it's going to be good, positive and fun. So something to look forward to, I would say.
Next question is from Ivory, who says, "Hi Paul, am I in the right place in life?"
It's a good question, Ivory. Are you in the right place? It's a very good question. A lot of Christian people are of the belief that, it's the Almighty that decides. I think, in all fairness, life could be a lot harder and worse for you. And I think that you are being cradled by the Almighty. And I don't care if you're religious or spiritual or what. I think you're being taken care of. Perhaps not, you don't see it, but you are being taken care of. And for now, I think the lesson is to count your blessings. And I think if you do that, I think then you'll be in a different or better place. But I think there's a lesson to be learned about being thankful, showing gratitude, and appreciating what you have. Okay, Ivory.
The last question on Facebook, then moving on to YouTube and Instagram. Abel asks, "Hi Paul, I hope you're well. Wondering what's going on with my gift because I haven't had any visions. It's been a while. I hope I'm not losing my gift."
Abel, hello my baby. It happens. You know, singers they don't always have their voice. The great opera singer Pavarotti, you know, the big Italian opera singer, you know, brilliant vocalist. He says there's some days when he practices that he can't find his voice, and he practiced every day. So it does happen, all right. When that does happen, you can't push it, okay? You can't push it. Rather just stand back and stop. The gift hasn't gone. Okay, that's what I want to tell you. It hasn't gone. It might just be a little bit tired, also need a vacation, but also to give you a rest. Because at the moment, it sounds like you are panicking and a little bit frantic. So sometimes the messages that come through, they say, don't give it to Abel, because he's already stressing. Give it time. I'm going to tell you the next 7 days, things pick up. Okay.
Moving on to YouTube. Next question is from Kira, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, this week is the 6th week of my internship and I had to do a minimum of 6 weeks as per the university. Should I add an additional 2 weeks or does this week end itself?"
Kira, well done. You see, you've got it under your belt now. Should you add? Should you? I think you should. Because the next 10 days could lead to some connection or prospect, okay? And it might be in the love department or the datey, kissy department, okay? But there's an opportunity, so extend, please.
Next question is from Timmy. "Hi Paul, I've been sleeping a lot more than normal and I've had some heart pain, but the doctor said it was nothing. Just wondering if you could tell me about it."
Timmy, hello. Nice question. Okay, you guys, I take it you're in the northern hemisphere. So you've got winter, okay, and that is a time for being a little bit lazy and cold, so you want to sleep more. It's only natural. I do feel your heart. So what I need is a little bit more excitement. I think you're a bit flat at the moment. and I think you need a little bit more excitement. How do you do that? Well, you've got to shake it up a little bit. Now, granted, it is cold, I get that, but I want you to get out. Okay, if you can't get out, if it's freezing, you know, but I want some kind of exercise. Walking, a couple of push-ups. You'd be surprised what a difference that'll do to the way you're feeling. But yours is an air. You need more air. So you need to get out more. Less computer, cell phones, television, and more outside, if possible to me. 3 days, it clears up. So go walkies.
Next question is from Coco, who says, "Hi Paul, I've been experiencing lower belly pain, but it's mild. Was just wondering if it's anything serious. I'm worried."
Coco, it's a bladder situation. Bladder. I don't know if you're experiencing any kind of burning when you pee-pee. Okay, but I do feel that you need some more water. Yeah, because I'm feeling it. It's bladder, and I think you're a little bit dehydrated, if truth be known. And watch the salt. Stay off the salt. But more water, please. And that too should pass relatively quickly.
Next question is from Jess, who says, "Hello Paul, am I destined to get married in this life? At times I feel so desolate that it won't happen for me."
Jess, you stop obsessing about marriage. Okay? Just stop it. Because what's happening is you're focusing on the wedding dress and okay? And so you can tell everybody you're married. Okay? Stop it. You've not been forgotten. You've been saved for something special. You know, the statistics, 1 out of 3 marriages, 1 out of 3 survive. So that's 2 out of 3 marriages end up in divorce. I don't want that to be you, because that's even more heartache. And if you've got kids involved, worse, worse, worse. You are going to be married. I'm going to tell you this now. Little over a year. I said it. Little over a year. So I can see you meeting somebody next year, and it being the 1 out of 3. See, you don't want to be the 2 out of 3, because that's heartache. You've not been forgotten. You've been saved for something special.
Next question is from Lemon, the strange question. They say, "Sometimes I have to scream loudly to get rid of my aggression due to puberty hormones. My mom thinks I'm mentally ill when I try to tell her, so how do I explain?"
You don't shout when you explain to your mum. Look, imagine your mum screaming. Imagine that. You'd think there was something wrong with her. You'd want to tell her to shut up. Okay. The frustration of screaming is therapeutic, I'll be honest, but it's a pain in the backside to live with. So what you do need to do is it's a result of not talking enough. Okay? If you can't talk to somebody enough, then you need to sing. Okay, sing it out your system. But the reason you want to do the scream is because you're not communicating. Make sense? So you need to communicate, talk more. If you can't talk more, then sing. Okay? Get out and about, go for walkies. Fresh air, you'd be surprised what it does. Okay? But to me, you've got a lot of energy, hormonal energy. I'd like you to sing, communicate more, and get out of the house. Stop shouting at your mum.
Going to move over to Instagram. Mo is taken. He says, "Hi Paul, my mom saw my haircut, but I don't know if she really likes it or not. I can't really tell."
Oh. It reminded me when I was at school. I think I was 16, and it was the 80s, and I went and had my hair coloured wine red. Okay, it was rich wine red, and then I had a perm. Right, so my dad came home. We were sitting there, and he said, "What's different?" Didn't even notice something different about you. So don't worry about that. Yeah, 2 weeks it's gonna grow out. Okay? It's not your best look, Mo. That's what Mum said. She went, "Huh? Like my dad. Something wrong." Are you sick? No, I had a perm. It'll grow out in 2 weeks. Okay? So don't do that style again. Doesn't suit you.
Blunt question from Anjum. Messages from spirit guides. No please, no thank you, nothing like that.
Arjun, where's your manners? Give me message. Me want message. Not very nice, is it? But me give you message. Stop being pissed off. Okay? Stop it. You're not the only one in the world with problems. So, what you need to do is focus and go for it. Stop being angry with the world and go put all that energy, all that anger into where you want to go. Me give you message.
Next question is from Blue, who says, "Hi Paul, what is the impression of this girl T?" Sorry, I can't speak to that. "What impression does this girl T have of me? Unfortunately, I couldn't go on a date with her and I found someone else, and I couldn't tell her, so I never showed up. So how is she now?"
How is she? Well, you're not getting a Christmas card. That's for sure. Okay. Look, you're feeling guilty, aren't you? So, she's feeling terrible. You didn't pitch for the date and then you date somebody else. Of course, she's not going to be happy. But she'll move on. She's not very happy with you. Is that what you want to hear? I would reach out and apologize because you're feeling guilty. So listen, you know what? I'm a dickhead. I'm an absolute dickhead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay? And if you do that, and then she'll think, wow, what a man.
Next question is from Sun Moon, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, are there any messages for me from Spirit? Blessings and thank you very much."
You see, that's nice.
Lots of little emojis. It's very sweet.
Was the kisses?
Butterflies and a big heart.
A butterfly. I'm going to say it's a butterfly kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
sun and the moon and the stars and the sun and the butterflies. Yes? Stop being scared. Stop being scaredy cat. Okay? All right. You're very worthy and very capable. And I don't think you realize how strong and determined you can be. So any kind of ideas that or thoughts or path you want to follow, you're being encouraged to do it. And not seek validation from people around you. Just know that you are capable. So, that instinct, start to trust it, please, a little more.
Next question, moving on to Facebook and then YouTube. Lanjana says, hello Paul, I hope you're doing great. I would really appreciate some guidance. I need anything the Spirit has for me, sending love and light.
Thank you. Light on Diwali. What a blessing. Lanjani. Manjana.
Well, if you'd like their second name, Zinclair.
Zinclair. African name. You see, us whites, we can't even say African names, can we? Kunjani. Sabona. Hey, these whites. You've got some good ideas, eh? Good ideas. And I don't know if you want to do a home business or an online shop, something along those lines. But I can tell you, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, you need to follow. Okay? Follow. Pursue it, please. Because it's going to be nice for you. I hope I've made sense. But I think life also isn't going fast enough for you. But that's okay, because you are growing wiser as we speak. So I would love you to pursue any kind of business or home-based business for yourself.
Moving on to YouTube, Miriam says, hello respected sir. I can't get a job and can't do anything about that. I want to get a job, but nothing has happened.
Okay. Well, you deserve to work, Miriam. I don't know what field you're looking at, but you want to, maybe you set your sights a little bit high. You know, you can't walk into the real working world and own your own company. I'd like to own this company, please. You've got to sort of lower your expectations and be real. So I think you've got to look along those lines. I think if you are more humble in your approach, a lot of casual people in this country go around, casual labor, go around to companies and they'll knock on factory doors and offices and they'll say, I want a job, right? And that seems to be the lingo. I want a job. and I was speaking to a business owner, and he says when those people come and knock on the gate of the factory and say, I want a job, he never gives it to them. So I said, why? He says, I'll give it to the ones that knock on the door and say, I want to work. Now, the whole difference in that is people want a job or people want to work. Now, there's no reason if you lowered your sights, you can get work.
Next question is from Kayanat, who says, just want to get your greeting. Hi Paul, big heart emoji. May I ask why Shav is distant and if she will reach out soon? Thank you.
Hello. Always chasing her, aren't you? She's a bit temperamental, a bit moody. Don't tell her I said that. A little bit hormonal. That's what I've got. Why? I think she is a bit hormonal, I'll be honest with you. Will she reach out? Yes. It's been like this for a while, hasn't she? I think by the weekend. The next 3, 4 and 5 came up. So I think by the weekend. Okay.
Next question is from Daria, who says, good evening Paul and Shay. Is my puppy Luna happy with me? She sleeps in the house at night, but my mum says eventually she'll have to sleep outside, and I get really sad thinking about that.
Danny. Daria, sorry. Got Danny on the brain. Happy with you. I think you are very caring. I think the dog trusts you. And I think that Luna knows you're the daddy. Okay, so there is that. As long as the dog adores you, no doubt in my mind. As long as the dog has, is a little bit sheltered when they're outside and have a blanket, it's okay. Dogs also, they like to be inside, but they also like to be dogs. And to be cooped up in your room is not what a dog wants. I know some of these people with these little miniature dogs, put them in the handbag and eat out their mouths, that sort of ridiculous behavior. But your dog needs to be outside a lot more than she has. Cool.
Next question is from Angel, who says, hello Paul and Shay, I hope you're both well. Will our financial situation get better, please?
Money, money, money. Yes. Is the other party spending a little bit too much on themselves, i.e. must get a 6-pack, must So I think that needs to be curbed. It's a lovely word, eh? Curbed. It is going to get better, but I've got to watch the self-indulgence. Sometimes it's easier and cheaper to eat in rather than get takeouts. So you've got to watch the spending. But yes, it will improve. You want to know by when, don't you? I think it starts to get better. December, it starts to show an improvement. But between now and then, just watch the spending, or the party. The other party needs to watch their spending. Yeah? You with me? Thanks, Angel.
I'm getting a bit confused and a little bit irritated because somebody keeps making fake accounts to ask really weird or really vain questions.
Let's do that.
We're not doing that. We're making this the last one and then we're calling it. KSI says, "Hi Paul, what job should I get, because I think I'm going to leave my fast food job."
Well, you know, probably going for an office job, because obviously you're fed up with food and the public. So probably want to be looking at telesales, something along those lines, or marketing. But unless you study for something, quite frankly, I think you're better off in the fast foods. All right, you can change restaurants and maybe become a waiter. For now, they make good money. Over December, New Year, you should make a fortune. Okay, but I would stay in the service industry. Waitering, bartending, because you make better money than the office people. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to call it because I'm getting very irritated.
Are people making fake accounts?
I think it's 2 people, and they keep asking very vain questions, or they make the same account asking different questions for the same person, and I'm just having it.
Did you ban them?
I'm going to.
All right, so we don't do vanity questions, and we don't do fake accounts. Right.
And I can see it's the same people.
So stop buggering around, because we're just going to ban you. See? And we don't care if your nose is a little bit big or we don't care about somebody, what they think of you and what's your best feature. Okay, so go and watch Netflix. Okay. Ta-ta.
Right. We call it.
I've got to go and pick up Jerry in the rain. Okay, folks, thank you. Look after yourself. Start spreading your light. Happy Diwali, everybody.